And we're live.
Good morning, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 226. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
You're counting on your fingers again.
I know, well, it's like an old habit.
By the way, you know what I've always noticed? Hold up your thumb. Can people see? Can people?
What?
No, hold it up to the camera. The inside of your thumb. You always play with the charging port on your iPad. You notice that? And so you always have an indent.
Oh, really?
226 shows. I've noticed it every day, but I've never called it out for some reason. I'm going to call it out today.
And that's from the home button here?
I don't know. Whatever you play with during the show. I don't know if it's the chart, the you know how where the charger plugs in on the bottom?
Okay,
I don't know if it's the home button. Yeah. Whatever you're playing with, it indents your thumb.
I kind of go with the edge of it.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always noticed it.
There you go.
Never said anything until now.
Thank you for choosing us. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do, please be sure to hit the like button. There's my demented thumb. And subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows.
It's not demented, it's just indented.
Oh, gotcha. We are on YouTube Friday mornings at 8, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, we'll play Would You Rather, and it's back to our drawing game.
Nice.
Oh, boy. It's the return of Am I the A-hole today, and I can kind of see both sides. Do you consider yourself a multitasker? There's new research that claims it doesn't work. Feel Good Friday returns, and we have another Foodie Friday for you. So, yes, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you recorded today.
Yes.
He's not here. That's it.
It's a crazy couple of weeks, yeah.
You look fine, but you're not here.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
We'll explain what's going on in just a few minutes. Welcome to Friday. It is August 12th. Today is National Julienne Fries Day.
What does that mean?
Julienne fries. That's the thin fries.
Oh, okay.
Often called shoestring fries.
Would you consider McDonald's fries Julienne fries?
Julienne
fries.
Now that you mention it, yes.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't mind.
They are thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's National Middle Child Day.
Shout out Cat and Doug.
Yeah. I guess they're both right? Because we had 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like...
What is Doug the middle child and Cat's just off in a lonely void?
Well,
She doesn't get a title.
I thought to have a middle child, you had to have 3. So there's one in the middle.
So then what would you call Cat and Doug?
Well, obviously, now that we try to divide 4, yes, they're the
middle children. Yeah.
It's National Vinyl Record Day today, which is that still growing in popularity?
I don't know.
People going back to vinyl?
You don't listen to enough vinyl. Why do you never come?
No,
why don't you ever come in here with your vinyl play and just...
I know.
Dance with your little finger?
Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
That's what you guys used to do back in the day, right?
Dance with that.
This is a good one.
Who danced with their finger?
I don't know. I saw it in a show or something.
Okay. It's International Youth Day, and it's World Elephant Day.
Nice.
Go hug an elephant today or something.
I probably wouldn't hug an elephant. I don't know if they want to be hugged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably dirty, too.
Okay, that's rude.
Yeah.
They can't help it.
On the date book for this day, 1833, the town of Chicago was incorporated. Its population at the time, 350.
Oh, how times have changed.
Mm-hmm. On this day in 1851, the American inventor Isaac Singer patented the sewing machine. The Singer sewing
because
machine.
his singing career didn't work out.
Okay, yeah. On this day in 1969, the Boston Celtics were sold for a record at the time. Are you ready? $6 million.
That's like what I don't even know, the 15th man on the roster probably makes. That's crazy.
On this day in 1974, the Yankees' Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford became the first teammates inducted into the Hall of Fame on the same day. And on this day in 1984, Harmon Killebrew, Don Drysdale, Pee Wee Reese, and Luis Aparicio were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Did you recognize any of those names?
So I heard Pee Wee Reese. Do you think there's a relation to Pokey Reese?
No.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm going to fact check it.
Okay, you do that. Celebrity birthdays today. Tennis player Pete Sampras is 51. Casey Affleck, the actor, is 47. Antoine Walker is 46. And football's Plaxico Burress is 45.
Are you purposely leaving out songs on this day? You didn't have to sing today.
There were no songs.
I'm disappointed.
There were no songs. I know.
Yeah.
You know, if we go back over the archives,
okay,
and I think by this point we do have archives.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we've been here for a year.
Don't I pretty much sing on every show?
I don't think so. The sing it thing when there was like a, on this day, sing it. That was like that wasn't the full.
Oh, we didn't do that from the start?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Sometimes you would, but I didn't make you sing everything until I don't even know, like maybe 150 or something.
Anything special you want me to sing today, or
how about Old Town Road?
I don't even on the Old Town Road. I don't know the lyrics.
Well, that's disappointing.
Okay. In the news this morning, are you feeling stressed? Well, take a big whiff of nature. New research from the University of Kent in England found that the smells of the great outdoors help us relax, make us happier, and create an overall sense of well-being.
Did you feel that from your big inhale of a inside room?
No, because I'm inside.
Yeah, very stuffy. We don't have an AC in here.
No, we don't.
No, so that was not refreshing.
Better to go outside. Americans love large portions, but a Utah-based company has taken things a little bit too far, baby. Schreiber Foods recently broke a Guinness World Record for serving up the largest dish of mac and cheese. The 4,742-pound helping, out-cheesed the previous record by more than 2,000 pounds. Once the record was achieved, the mac and cheese was served to hundreds of people who had lined up for a taste of the record. Well, that's good.
I'm just trying to think of how you make that, you know? Like, you can't do that all at once, can you? Or what are the rules of this record, you know?
You must have a lot of chefs bringing...
Like, just make it. Everyone's making a big pot, you just put it in.
I guess,
That's
right?
crazy.
And then doesn't everybody have their own recipe, you know? So like,
well, I'm sure they were all on the same page here.
I guess. Some researchers at the University of Michigan have discovered that eating a single hot dog shortens your lifespan by 36 minutes.
What did we just have for dinner last night?
I had 2, so I have shortened my lifespan by what, 72 minutes?
Yeah, by over an hour.
Over an hour.
Yep.
Yeah. They also found...
Me too.
Yeah. They also found that a portion of bacon costs you 26 minutes.
I just don't really understand these studies. Like, you always hear that. You hear that all the time, like, laughing can extend your life by 47 years. It's like,
how?
Did someone die and you were like... You just asked around. They were like,
Before,
nah, he never laughed.
He never laughed.
They were like, oh, that's the reason. I don't know how they come up with this stuff.
A cheeseburger will cost you about 9 minutes, and every soda that you chug shortens your life by about 12 minutes.
But there's got to be, like, one of these crazy people that lives to like 115. You know those people? Mm-hmm. They've probably eaten hot dogs and cheeseburgers.
Yeah, at least once.
So what are you going to tell me? Oh, if they didn't eat that, they would have lived to 275. Like, I don't get these studies.
Now, this study is not all bad news. Supposedly, if you have a portion of nuts, you can add almost 26 minutes to your life.
Okay, but this is a prime example. So if I just eat strictly nuts, you know, peanuts for the rest of my life,
okay,
I'm never gonna die. The way that study goes, am I right or am I wrong? It adds more time, so I'm just gonna keep on eating peanuts.
And I suppose you could have 2 hot dogs and then chase it down with peanuts.
True,
and
then
offset,
balance it out.
Right.
I can't stand these.
You can also win back about 14 minutes by enjoying some baked salmon or a banana. I do like bananas.
So maybe you're canceling it out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Scientists in England have discovered that the Earth is spinning faster than normal.
It does.
Yeah, I kind of had to hold on.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
It's making days shorter than usual. On June 29th, the Earth's full rotation took 1.59 milliseconds, less than 24 hours. So it was the shortest day ever recorded.
You know, I did say that it felt like there wasn't enough time in that day.
Yeah.
I felt like I couldn't get everything done.
Now, to be clear, we're not talking about a lot of time here. We're talking about milliseconds. But if this sort of thing keeps happening, we might need to mess around with our atomic clocks, which could cause problems for our computer systems down the road.
Yeah. I'm thinking of a lot of problems that could arise.
Really?
Well, if you think about it, we run on like 12 hours and then 12 hours, unless you're going military time.
Right.
So what are we going to do? The day ends at 11 o'clock? And then, like how do you do that?
It's 11:43.
I think you would have to go by military time. I don't think the 12 hours and 12 hours would be an option anymore.
Right.
I just think it's poor that we did the 12-hour thing in the first place.
Why?
Well, I mean, I hate military time because I don't understand it because I didn't grow up with it. But if you think about it, it's so much more accurate. There's no confusion of like, oh, I thought you said 7 a.m. I thought the meeting was at 7 a.m., not p.m.
Yeah.
Like there's no. You got a meeting at, 1300. You got a meeting 1 p.m.
I'm good with military time until we get up to 1800 hours. I'm always like, no, what is that?
See, I'm okay. You just got to give me a second. I can subtract 12. I can be okay.
All right.
But
And finally, talk about a dream job. If the idea of work puts you to sleep, then you need to send Casper Mattresses your application for a dreamy new job. They are looking for a professional napper. The company has some pretty tough requirements, including you must be able to sleep as much as possible. Well, okay. And you must be able to sleep anywhere, including in stores during business hours. What are they going to display a bed with a guy sleeping in it?
I'm starting to think that these stories about these dream jobs, you get like the Netflix dream job about, oh, we need you to watch 37 movies and we'll pay you $1,000. I'm starting to think it's all one big marketing scheme. Like, I don't really see the benefit of somebody napping in a store. If anything, that's creepy. I don't want to buy a bed that has a dude sleeping in it.
True.
So I think it's just a marketing scheme for us to talk about. Idiots like us that find the art. We're like, oh, hey, we can nap for a job. Let's talk about this on the show and give them free marketing.
Now, I don't know how much it's going to pay. It is a part-time gig, but they do provide, this is Casper Mattresses, they do provide a list of perks, including a free mattress and the chance to show up for work in your jammies every day.
Maybe this job doesn't even exist.
Okay.
Can you think of the guy that pitched this idea to they're like, listen, guys, we want to pay somebody and give a free mattress to somebody to sleep in the store.
Right. Yeah, he'd be laughed out of the...
But then he was like, no, hear me out. We're not even going to get a guy. We just want the Pete Braley Show to talk about it. That's the point.
That could be it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Fine.
And there we go. He got what he wanted.
All right, so what's going on with it? Yeah, he is... now, we told you about the adventure, right? That's Sarah and Liam are moving up to Massachusetts while Stephen is deployed and also Doug is deployed.
Because they're in the middle of moving to
Texas. Yeah.
So
Sarah and Liam are coming up here for 6 months, and
so in order to get them up here, I'm flying down and then driving back with them.
So as you view this, he flew down last night.
Yeah. Oh, a little tired. I'm feeling it.
And how was your flight?
Hopefully good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if all goes well,
knock on wood,
he's going to be driving up. Yes, the 12.
This feels weird, talk. I don't like the whole jinxiness of this. I don't like this at all.
Want me to move on?
Yeah, because I just don't like putting it out there that everything went well, and knock on wood. Please, you as well. You as well. Thank you. I don't like this. I'll let you know how my flight was next week.
Okay.
All right?
All right. So that's why he's not here today.
No.
And I'm probably still
this is a hologram. It's like that, what was it? Who just had a hologram concert?
Oh, somebody had I don't know about this.
I forgot who. It was like the first big one. But Whitney Houston's having one, too.
Yes.
Like, that's coming up or has happened. I don't even know. But, yeah, this is the same technology.
Okay.
Yep, projector above my head.
It looks so real. Yes. So, anyway, that's what's going on with us. All right, so he's not here today. I'm in my jammies in the chat, but,
hopefully he's awake. I won't be able to be in the chat because I'll be in a house with no internet.
That's right.
Or in a car with no internet.
That's right.
Maybe I can pull up the show on my phone.
He was not excited about the Patriots' first exhibition game, and he's got no Wi-Fi.
Granted, it's preseason, but I'm so ready for football season that I was going to watch it, but nope. Going to be a house with no TV.
Not this one.
Nope.
All right. Time to play Would You Rather. This is the game where we have 5 questions for you. We ask you, would you rather A or B? And feel free to participate in the chats. All right. I'll be in the chat with you to talk about this. Number 1, would you rather be beloved by the general public, but your family and friends hate you, or be hated by the general public, but your family and friends love you?
I think that's easy. No question.
Yeah, I would think you want your family and friends.
You want the general public to, awkward. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's going to say, what?
No, obviously, because if the general public loves you and your friends, you have no friends. What are you supposed to,
I know.
You start to get close to somebody, whoop, they hate you.
It's like you're only you're only really comfortable when you're like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Family and friends.
All right.
Yeah.
We all in agreement on
I
that?
would think so. If you don't agree, I don't know. Who are you?
Number 2, would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater?
See, this is tough.
Is it?
Only because I'm not a fan of heights.
Oh, right. Because I was thinking, I'd love to fly. Wouldn't that be so cool if you had to go somewhere, you could just, like, just zip on over there?
See, I'm not a fan of heights, but I'm also not a fan of like sharks and stuff. I'm not a big ocean person. I'll go in the ocean, whatever. I don't, if there's a pool, I'm going in the pool.
Right.
And I don't really see the appeal to breathing underwater,
Well,
you can go deeper, but there's some scary stuff deep in the ocean that we don't even know about.
but you wouldn't drown. You could look at it that way.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really there's accidents and stuff, but I don't really put myself in a position to,
Right.
drown all that often.
I vote for fly. If you had to choose?
I think I'm going to choose the same. I probably just won't go too high.
Yeah, right.
I'll keep low to the ground.
You just-
Plus, maybe once I fly, I won't have a fear of heights because I can fly. So it's not like if I fall from somewhere, I'm not going to die because I can fly.
Isn't that the fear of heights, that you're going to fall from it?
I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really. But what's funny? Airplanes, totally fine. I like airplanes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Window seat, you're okay with it?
I love the window seat. Yeah.
Wow.
It's my preferred seat.
Last time I was flying, by the way, I had an aisle seat. So the woman next to me, who has the window seat, we're a few minutes into the flight, and she starts to put the screen down, and she looks at me and says, "Oh, do you mind?" So I said, "No, go right ahead." Because, what am I going to say? Am I going to say, "Yes, I want it open"? It's like, I can't really see because I have to look over her.
See, I had the tough one, so I'm in her position a lot of the time because I always choose a window seat.
Okay.
Especially because I like to sleep, so it's easier to sleep in the window seat.
Yep.
Because I don't really have to worry about falling onto anybody or
I get this
drooling on somebody. Or something.
to have a little more leg room. I think.
One time I fell asleep in the middle seat. I woke up. I was so terrified. I was like, I really hope I wasn't like mean to these people. I hope I didn't like accidentally snore or lean on one of them or whatever.
Drool on them.
Yeah. But anyways, I choose the window seat. But my last flight was like around sunset.
Oh.
So I closed it because I didn't want to fall asleep and then not realize, and the people next to me were blinded by the sun. But then towards the end of the flight, luckily I woke up. The flight attendant was coming around. He was like, "Everybody, open up the sunset is beautiful." It was. It was a really nice sunset.
Okay. Question number 3: would you rather swim in the ocean at night, knowing a shark could be nearby, or spend the night in a house you believe was haunted? That's a tough one, I think.
I don't think so. I'm going haunted house.
Really?
I think there's more of a threat with the shark.
Oh, that's true. Because the haunted house, the ghost could be friendly.
Could
right?
be. Yeah, I don't know too much about ghosts. I would hope that they wouldn't harm me in any way. Can they? I don't know.
I don't know if they can physically harm you.
You guys used to watch Ghost Hunters. I used to be in the room. Sometimes they would get scratched, but again, was it real? I don't know.
My whole thing with those shows like Ghost Hunters and all that is it is such a tease. You watch the show and, all of a sudden somebody will go, "What's that?" Mm-hmm. And then they tease it. They say, "What was that noise Joe heard? Come back and find out."
Come back after this ad from Kleenex. I don't know.
Yeah.
But see, my issue with those shows is like they're not going to show something where nothing happens. I do believe in ghosts. I believe in that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think
I haven't had any experience with it, but I do believe in it. That
Right.
it could happen. I've heard other people have experiences, but those shows like they can't come back with nothing. So I kind of feel like maybe they got to milk it for something.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to watch an hour of nothing happening.
It's like, is it a tech that suddenly drops something? They went, "What was that?"
Could be.
I don't know. So, would you rather swim in the ocean at night knowing a shark could be nearby or spend the night in a haunted house?
I mean, if there's a shark nearby, solid chance he's coming after you, right? I'm not taking that. I'm going haunted house.
All right. I think I will too.
Yeah.
Everybody else, haunted house? Number 4, would you rather have been the oldest or youngest child in your family? Now, this one's interesting because we are both the youngest.
That's right. Yeah,
I don't think you realize that, but I was the youngest in my family.
It's tough. It's tough to look at you and think,
I was
"Oh,
the
youngest."
I was
use that
the
word
youngest.
to use that word with you.
At anything, it's hard to believe. Yes, but
I think this is easy, personally.
Yeah.
Youngest all the way, baby.
Really?
We get away with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rules were a lot more lenient with me. That's the truth.
So you can say that you've never wondered what it would have been like to have been the oldest? I have. I thought, I would like to at least have a sample of what it was like to be the oldest, but
I don't know. Maybe I did when I was younger, but if so, I can't remember. I've never really, I don't know. I've just kind of always been happy where I'm at.
And hey, true confession.
Okay.
Did your older siblings ever pick, like my brother used to, I was the youngest, so I get bullied a bit by my brother.
Yeah. I mean, we played tackle football, and
They meant
looking back, it wasn't fair. I was, I was a lot smaller, but then I started to grow up, and I started being able to compete.
Yeah.
So,
That's like,
but I think I would still be the youngest.
That's like with me and my brother. We used to get, we had like brotherly fights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the day that I hit back, he was like, "Whoa,
Yep.
This is a new chapter."
You know who'd be interesting to ask is Kat and Doug. I'd be curious to see what they would choose, oldest or youngest.
Okay.
But yeah, I do think the youngest. Not that I was like a devil and I was like getting away. Ooh, yeah, I just killed a man and they didn't even know.
Yeah.
But like I was allowed video games.
Yeah.
No one else was ever allowed to have video games, but me. I'm a negotiator. So I was like, if I buy the video games, what are you gonna do?
He
You
did
gonna throw away my property? I'll take it to court.
He did buy his own stuff.
Yeah, so I bought all my own stuff and kind of, I don't know, found a loophole in the
Mom
in the
and
system.
I do joke around that by the time you came along, we were tired of fighting.
But also, I think you guys ran out of like arguments because you were like, well, if your grades go down,
And they didn't.
and they didn't,
No.
and you guys, well, I'm not paying for it, and I was like, okay,
And we didn't.
yeah.
No.
So I
right.
think I think I tried harder than the other three, and I succeeded. But you guys were probably worn down from the other three. So yeah, youngest. I'm choosing youngest.
Youngest? Okay, I guess I'll see.
I would also like to ask Sarah. So we'll have
Okay.
to. We'll bring this question back up. Again.
We'll have to, yeah. And question number 5, would you rather have 6 months of spring or 6 months of summer? I think it depends on where you live.
Ooh, good point. I did not
Because-
consider that.
Here in the Northeast by the ocean, we don't always have a spring.
True.
There'll be a lot of days where it's in the 40s or 50s with a sea breeze. So I'm going to go with 6 months of summer.
Interesting. I did not consider that, but
Now-
I do think if you live in Florida, and like Justin and Bree can chime in here.
Summer is
Summer, yeah. So they're probably easily choosing spring.
right.
I don't know. I like summer, but at the same time, I was actually talking to Sarah about this with fall coming up. Like a lot of people are like really mad that fall's coming up, and that was me when I was in school. I always like dreaded the fall,
Right.
but I'm looking forward to the fall this year, and I also just love the way you can dress in the fall.
I think
I love wearing jeans, and
the fact that we've had a heat wave for
Yeah.
like 10 days or whatever it is, I think has a lot of people thinking that way.
But you are right. We have gotten the occasional spring snowstorm in New England.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still going to choose spring.
I mentioned to your mother the other day that I do not want to wish summer away, ever. But I am looking forward to the day when you can take a shower in the morning and actually dry off.
See, you're a little irritating, though, because when it's cold, you're like crying. You're sobbing. You're like, I want to live in Florida. But now it's like, it's your weather. It's what you wanted. This is Florida.
Right.
And you're like, I'm sweating. What is this? Oh, bring on the winter, baby.
No, but when you
But
get out of the...
you cry every time it's like below 40 degrees.
Yeah, go away.
What were you going to say?
Okay.
You're that's it?
No, I was just going to say, isn't it annoying when you take a shower in the morning? And
It is.
You dry off, then you're wet again. You put your robe on. It's like, oh, I didn't dry off. It's sticking.
And it's not just you. I'm picking on you because you're right here, and that's kind of the point of the show. It's the Pete Braley Show where Matt picks on Pete. But,
yeah, that's in the fine print.
Yeah, you guys can't see it.
Can't
It's blocked.
see it.
Yeah. But just like people in general, and I'm probably guilty of this too. Like just when it's really cold, we're like, oh, I can't wait for summer. And then summer gets here, and we're like, oh my god, this is crazy. I can't wait for fall. Yeah.
We used to say that was a New England thing, but do people around the country complain about that too? I don't
Probably
know.
not in Florida.
Probably not.
I don't think anybody's
Probably
wishing
not.
for summer in Florida.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, that wraps up Would You Rather for this week. Thank you for playing along. Brings us to something we haven't done in a while, and that is Am I the a-hole? This is a forum on Reddit, and to be totally honest with you, when I was looking at the forum this week, I kept scrolling by stories because I was like, these people are pathetic.
The Am I the a-hole stories?
Yeah, I mean, some of the stories, some of
So
the
they were all a-holes?
some of the things they're complaining about, and
Like summer being too hot. Like, what is wrong with
no, that didn't come.
you? Okay.
All right, but this week's story is I am a medical worker, and I got engaged to my fiance 2 weeks ago. He bought me a gorgeous ring with a small black diamond that I really wanted. The problem is that I often wear gloves at work. She's a medical worker. And the ring started to tear them apart. Also, we are not allowed to have fake nails, rings, or watches at work because it's hard to disinfect them. That makes sense. So I went to the jewelry store and I bought a decent necklace from white gold, and I put the ring on it so I can have it with me at work. She wears it around her neck. I wore it like that for a few days, and my fiance noticed. He asked me why I don't have my ring on. So I showed him the necklace with the ring and explained the problem to him. He said that, well, I could take it down at the beginning of the day when I finish at work, I could put the ring on. So at the end of the day, take the necklace off, put the ring back on. Okay. Now, I told him that I would be afraid to lose it. I can see that. He just left the room and has given me the silence treatment since. When I opened the debate again, he told me that he made an effort to pick the ring that I wanted, and I don't even wear it now. And that hurts him. So she asks, am I the a-hole?
Now, this is kind of tough. We don't have the chat today. So I can't reflect what other people say.
Right.
So, but feel free to still put it in the chat.
Yes, feel free to chat.
Right off the bat, the first thing I want to bring up is what I always bring up is instead of solving this issue together, she chose, I'm going to go on Reddit and I'm going to see what my strangers, my good friends, the strangers think.
If you have any doubts in your life or relationship, go to the internet.
Go to the internet. Yeah. That's
when
a good place.
did that become the go-to?
That's a good place for it.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I guess. I mean, first off, I think what she did is like a good solution.
Right.
Also,
right.
I don't think you're supposed to wear rings in jobs like that.
Well, it says she said that we're not allowed to have fake nails, rings, or watches.
Yeah,
so.
and it does. I mean, you always see. Have you ever seen the like the iconic picture on Facebook? Everyone, all like the nurses are like, "This is the life I'm trying to get," and it's the glove, the what is it, latex glove, and it's ripped and it has a big diamond ring poking on it. They're like, "This is what I want in life," but everyone's like, "Yeah, but you can't. That's not realistic."
And besides,
you can't wear rings like that.
And the glove is not protecting you from anything
exactly.
if there's a big old rip in it.
But so you're not supposed to wear the ring. So she found a good solution.
I think so.
I think she should be applauded for that. I mean, she chose to not take it off and not wear it. She chose to keep wearing it, just at a different place. I
agree with you there. Yeah.
I guess I kind of say, he did buy the ring for her to, when she's not working. But I think not wanting to lose it is a valid reason. But
I think there are good points all around.
He does sound a little, I don't know, maybe insecure.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to. I mean, he did spend his money on it, I guess.
I can see how he might be hurt, but then again, I think if you take into account why she's doing, and she's still wearing it every day.
Put it this way, I think a simple discussion between the two of them could solve this problem.
Instead
I think, maybe make a nice meal at home, sit down at the table, and just, kind of talk about it. Right. I don't know. I feel like you could come to a solution pretty quick.
All right. Let us know what you think in the chat.
But is she the a-hole? I'm going to say not really.
Yeah, I would say no.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah. Agree?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
All right, that's our latest.
I think the simple solution, just try to wear it sometimes out of work. You know what I'm saying?
Wear it on weekends.
When you're at home, if you're going out, going out to dinner or something.
Definitely.
Just throw the ring on. Whatever. But if, otherwise, just wear it around your neck. And,
I mean, what are the chances of losing it from taking a necklace off to putting it on your finger?
You know what maybe the issue is? If you read it again, she said she bought a decent necklace. Yeah. I mean...
Oh, maybe
a ring like that, a decent necklace. Maybe you should go out and buy a fantastic necklace. Yeah,
good point.
Yep.
Do you consider yourself a multitasker? I know when I, was working every day at the radio station, we'd always be doing multiple things. But there's a news story that says multitasking does not work. Everyone thinks they can multitask, but no one really can. And science proves it. You are more productive when you focus on just one thing at a time, even if it is for a short amount of time before switching tasks.
I think that's true.
Do you really?
I think multitasking only works if one of the things you're doing is a habit. It's like ingrained in your... So, for instance,
good point.
I can talk during the show and control the cameras. I do it with my left hand. You guys can't see it. It's this little... Where's my hand? It's this little thing right here.
Yep.
But it's like just off camera. You guys can't see it, but my arm's always like this. So I can switch between the cameras.
And talk without looking.
Yeah, because you're just talking.
Button.
And now I'm still talking. And now the camera's back on me. But that's because we've been doing 226 shows.
Yep.
So I can kind of do that. But I still mess it up sometimes if I'm like really into a topic. If you notice, there's sometimes I make a really great point while the camera's on you. I'm like, oh yeah, you totally get this. And then I look and I'm like, my face wasn't even on camera.
And you go, whoops.
Yeah.
So here are some ways to practice monotasking.
Oh.
According to the New York Times. Number 1, remove temptation. Mm-hmm. Throw your phone in the other... Well, place your phone.
Yeah, they're too expensive to
says throw, but put your phone in the other room so that you stop checking TikTok and Instagram every other email. Work on just one screen. Having 2 monitors is great for some tasks, but it can also make it hard to focus. I can see that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a big issue. I mean, I use 2 screens a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much focused on one. If there's something on the other screen, it's like Spotify, and like I'm not paying attention to it.
Right. Move around when you lose focus. Go for a short walk or just walk around your apartment or your house for a few minutes if you find yourself reading the same sentence over and over again. And also, they suggest that you work in intervals. Set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes for one task and work on just that task for that amount of time.
I have heard that before.
Yeah.
The timer rule.
When the time's up, give yourself a little break or switch tasks to something else.
Mm-hmm. But a break of the break's like 5 minutes or like something small. Don't like do 20 minutes of work and then you're like, all right, I'm going to watch a movie.
The only problem I have with that is I know one time I was going through a phase where I was trying to write for an hour every day. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I would get into the writing and I would be but then part of me keeps checking the timer. How much time is left?
Yeah, no, I've been there. I've done something similar like that. That is tough. But I don't know. If you can check the timer and get back to it, I do think the timer is still a good thing because it tells yourself I'm not going to get distracted for this amount of time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good idea. Mm-hmm. Good idea. Brings us to this week's top 5, and this week marked the anniversary of cornflakes being invented. I think it was the 1898.
Oh, shout out cornflakes.
And there were 2 brothers. There was a William Kellogg.
Corn and flake.
Yeah. And there was a Dr. Kellogg. I don't know which one was the flake.
Oh.
But
I don't know which one was the flake.
Well, evidently.
Sounds like Mr. was
evidently
the flake.
The doctor
he flaked out of med school.
The doctor wanted to go in one direction and his brother wanted to go in another direction. So they started 2 companies.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Anyway, got me thinking about cereal. I wrote a blog about it on Monday.
Just got me really sitting there thinking about cereal. Yeah. Got me hungry.
I mean, how often do you sit there and remember cereal? So this week we have the top 5 favorite cereals. And this can be either now or when you were a kid. For me, they're the same.
Have you ever craved, do you crave cereal? Sometimes.
I crave cereal?
Yeah. I used to eat cereal a lot as a late night snack.
Okay.
We've talked about my food phases. That's how I live my life.
Yep.
That was a big food phase for me, was cereal.
It was.
I haven't had cereal in I don't even know how long. But random nights, I'll crave cereal, but I never ask Trish to buy some, or I never go out and buy some, because I feel like I'm going to have one bowl, and then the rest is going to go bad.
I mentioned that in the blog I wrote Monday.
Yeah.
I said, hey, maybe I should go down memory lane and buy some cereal. But then I thought I'll have one bowl, maybe 2, then it's going to sit on the shelf for months.
Yeah. But anyways, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll get a box that you and I can both enjoy.
Oh, nice.
That way we'll have 2 bowls and then throw the rest of it.
All right, so our top 5 favorite cereals. And again, this can be when you were a kid or now, or as I said, in my case, it's never changed because I just refuse to grow up.
There you go.
Yeah. At number 5, I have Frosted Mini Wheats.
Okay. I have that as an honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which actually used to be a snack for me. I would eat those dry while watching TV.
They were pretty good.
Yep.
They were pretty good.
Okay.
I miss Frosted Mini Wheats. I think we might have to get a box of Frosted Mini Wheats.
Maybe.
We might have to get 10 boxes of cereal. All right, here we go. My number 5 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I might get some hate because it's at number 5.
That surprises me.
It's probably Cat's number 1, maybe number 2.
Yeah.
But for me, it's number 5. I was never a huge fan, like diehard fan, but I did enjoy some Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, number 4, and I'm preparing myself for the jokes because I'm sure they're coming. My number 4 is, believe it or not, I do like Raisin Bran.
Yeah, you're not looking good for your top 5 so far. You're definitely showing your elderliness by starting at number 5 Frosted Mini Wheats and number 4 Raisin Bran.
You don't like raisins. So.
Number 3 cardboard in a bowl.
No.
Okay. No, I don't like Raisin Bran. Number 1 for the raisins. Number 2 the bran.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
My number 4 is Cookie Crisp.
Okay. Cookie Crisp.
This is the difference in the show right here. You have Frosted Mini Wheats and Raisin Bran. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Cookie Crisp. So,
all right, well, give me time though. My number 3 is Frosted Flakes.
Okay, all right.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. My number 3 is Apple Jacks.
Oh,
Loved. I went through a big Apple Jacks phase.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
I never got into those. I was just like, I didn't.
I loved them.
Yeah.
And they made the milk taste really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a key part. You need a cereal that makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch did a good job at that.
Cocoa Puffs, turn it chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
There you go.
Thank you. You have that at number 5.
Number
right?
5. Yeah, my number 2 is Frosted Flakes.
Okay.
So you had that at number 3.
I think Frosted Flakes was my go-to when I was a kid.
I think it was Doug's go-to as well, if I remember correctly. He was a big Frosted Flakes kid.
And my number 1 favorite cereal, which will not surprise him at all. Nope. I love me some Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I might get hate for this.
What?
It didn't even make my list. I never liked Lucky Charms. The marshmallows just tasted styrofoamy to me.
You gotta get the milk in them and soften them up a little
Yeah, no kidding. Now, obviously, that's how cereal works. But I never liked it. I was never a big fan.
No?
Nope. Never got into Lucky Charms all that much. My number 1, which
Yes.
I'm actually kind of shocked it didn't make your list.
What's that?
Just because of your history with the candy itself. Reese's Puffs is my number 1. That was the biggest cereal phase I went through.
Yes, it
my
was.
midnight snack every night, probably, I don't even know, middle school to high school. A nice big bowl of Reese's Puffs.
If I didn't keep this house stocked in Reese's Puffs, I would hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So good. And that, we were talking about cereal that makes the milk taste good. Mm-hmm. That one. My other honorable mention was Honey Nut Cheerios. Classic, but never disappoints.
Yeah.
Always good.
I wrote this week about how I've never really been a Cheerios fan. Now, Honey Nut Cheerios, yes.
Yeah. It's not like a crazy option. I think that's why. It's just simple, but it gets the job done.
All right.
What are your top 5 cereals? Let us know.
All right. Time for Don't Tell Me Florida, which we have not done in a while, I realize. Yeah.
Except for my impromptu trip to Florida.
When you went to Florida.
Yeah, I brought up my Don't Tell Me Florida.
Some real-life experiences. A couple of stories in the news this week. It doesn't get much more Florida than this. Police in Melbourne pulled over a drunk driver in a mobile scooter who was driving erratically through a Walmart.
Okay.
This wasn't even on the road or the highway. This was in a 39-year-old Aaron Gregory allegedly drove through the aisles of the store, crashing into shelves, knocking over displays, and nearly running over customers. Police arrived and apprehended him. They say he was so intoxicated that he couldn't even stand up and had to be taken out of the store on a stretcher.
Do you get a DUI for drunk driving a scooter in Walmart? Or is that just drunken disorderly or something?
That's a very good legal question.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We got any lawyers in the chat?
Yeah.
Let us know, please.
Because is there a law against driving drunk in a Walmart?
You are.
Is it
you are operating a vehicle.
Yeah, and you are driving under the influence.
And you could hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I
would think so.
Somebody let me know.
And
somebody let me know so I make sure I don't. Or I do. If I find out it's not a DUI. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to drunk drive a scooter.
Yeah, and don't drunk drive a golf cart either. Evidently.
Oh.
Driving drunk in a golf cart on a busy Florida highway is apparently no way to go through life either. A 58-year-old woman was caught driving drunk on Interstate 95 in a golf cart. Her only passenger was an open bottle of Jack Daniels.
Come on.
A truck driver who spotted her used his truck to kind of veer her off the road and onto the shoulder. He then reached into the golf cart and pulled out the keys. Police arrived a short while later and placed her under arrest.
I mean, shout out to the truck driver. Florida, what are you doing, guys? Come on.
Is it the heat, you think?
Why can't you guys just get drunk in like a living room and just enjoy your night?
That's right.
Or don't get drunk.
Yeah.
You know, live life.
Watch a little
enjoy
cable
life.
TV. Yeah, be fine.
Why the golf cart?
All right, fun and games time now. It is time for one of our new favorite games. Time once again for the drawing game, or as we affectionately call it,
What the is that?
pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So since we are coming to you in a recorded show this week, because Matt has flown to Virginia, you have decided that this week we will do a plane?
An airplane.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned before, do you want to go horizontal?
Well, I was thinking, because
That's fair.
there's more room to make the plane.
I'm down for horizontal.
Okay.
We can do it this way. We only have one clipboard this week.
Yeah.
I stole Trish's last week, or last time we played, but Trish's at work.
Where does
Why
this-
do you struggle? What are you doing?
There's a cap inside the cap. All right. I'm ready.
You have Sharpie all over your hands. You're a mess.
I'm plating. Look at this. I'm plating.
Yeah, but what is that? I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that either.
And this is the same Sharpie that we used last time.
I didn't put this back on.
I don't know. I don't
It's
know
a
what you did.
Cap inside of
Just put it down.
Yeah.
I think you maybe broke the cap or something. But you have
Okay.
Sharpie all over your hands. Okay. It's like working with a child. Oh, I need to get the ducks.
Oh, that's right. Because we give ourselves 60 seconds to draw this masterpiece.
Oh, yeah, by the way, that's the point of the game. We have 60 seconds to draw the airplane. Neither one of us are good at drawing.
Nope.
And we have 60 seconds, which just makes it worse.
And then at the end, you get to vote whose picture is better.
Yes, and we'll have the ducks letting us know when time is up. So anyways, I'm using one of Trish's old paramedic binders or something.
Oh.
So thanks, Trish. I hope this is okay.
Thanks.
Are you ready?
You won last week, didn't you?
Somehow.
Last time we played.
To be honest, I would have voted for you,
Yeah.
but somehow I won. So I'm 1-0. We'll have to figure out something. This should be a series, and whoever wins at the end of a specified amount of
okay.
time wins something.
All right.
So what should we win? You guys let us know.
Art lessons.
Or the loser has to take art lessons first.
We'll go to one of those painting nights. Isn't there wine involved?
Maybe.
All right,
But
ready?
the loser doesn't get to drink the wine. All right, here we go. We're drawing
right.
a plane. Ready, set, go.
That looks stupid.
Not gonna lie, mine's pretty good.
Is it really?
I think so.
Draw a little cockpit there. Are you choosing any certain airline? Or?
No. Choosing a red one.
Okay.
Those are my options.
Maybe a little cloud in the sky, huh?
20 seconds left.
Sunshine.
Oh, clouds? A little sunshine.
Why not, huh?
All right, I'll copy you.
Then it's flying over a landscape. Oh, that looks like an ocean.
I mean, planes do fly over the ocean, right? You got that going for you.
I think I'm done.
Okay.
I beat the
3,
quacks.
2, 1.
I love that.
Thank you.
You imagine having that as your alarm in the morning?
Hey, little funny story. I was in Florida. I went to Justin's house.
Yes.
I was staying at his apartment, and I think there was like 5 of us there. And the first morning, I set my alarm, and I have the nuclear alarm.
Yeah.
That's like the one I need to get up in the morning. So that's my alarm. I freaked everybody out because that was my alarm, and they were like, "Why would you have? Who wants to wake up to that?" So I was like, "Fine, I'll do the ducks." So for the whole vacation, I woke up to ducks, and they were like, "Oh, here goes Matt again, quack quack." They were picking on me. I'm like the duck guy now. I was like, "You guys hated the nuclear. I don't know. I couldn't win. I don't know what they wanted. Like
the nuclear,
some simple wind chimes or something. That wouldn't wake me up."
The nuclear is going to get you up.
Exactly.
yeah.
Is that not the point of the alarm?
All right, time for the grand reveal.
Yes.
All right.
I'm very pleased with mine. I might submit this in competitions.
Wow, it looks good.
Hey, no peeking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm kind of proud of mine.
Yeah, I gotta say,
I might be an artist. This segment might have to end because...
maybe, yeah. Oh, I see you got the sun in the clouds.
Yeah, I copied you on that.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to do the landscape because I was going to, but I really wasn't sure how to make it look good. So I just abandoned it.
He's supposed to be flying over mountains, looks like the ocean, but...
Hey, full disclosure, and I hope this doesn't affect the voting. By the way, vote in the chat right now who drew the better plane. Let us know. I saw a TikTok like a couple weeks ago of like someone drawing a plane. So like I haven't practiced.
Great.
I haven't practiced, but that was my inspiration. So
Okay.
I hope that doesn't affect the scoring. But I don't know. We might have to end the segment because the whole point is that we're not good at drawing. But that's pretty good.
I mean, look. I mean, my tail's kind of stupid. Yours is balanced out there.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of that. I'm gonna see if Trish will put this on the fridge.
I thought Liam gets the fridge now.
What? Because there's finally somebody younger than me, I lose fridge rights? What is this garbage?
All right, make sure you vote. Who has the better airplane? I'm going to vote for you.
Thanks.
All right.
I no offense. I voted for you last week, but I think I might vote for myself this week.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let us know in the comments.
And by the way, vote in the chat. What should we draw next time? You guys pick. We'll put whatever suggestions we get in a hat. We'll pick them, and we'll try. Well, we'll try to draw it. Yeah, I can't say we'll draw it because you never know.
It might be the topic, the focus of our next edition of...
What the is that?
I still can't believe you won last time. What, 60-40? 60%
I should not
for you?
have. I should not have.
Yeah, that was the one about the gnomes.
You know what I think? Maybe we should post them on Facebook as well. Like,
okay.
We'll post them on social media. Get those votes as well.
That won't be embarrassing at all.
I mean, won't be embarrassing for some of us this week.
All right, so let us know in the chats. Time to check the health and fitness file. And a simple question this morning. Can you touch your toes?
Nope.
I leave room there for some people to say, hell no.
Oh, okay, so
You can't.
hell no. Is that what you want? Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Now, is that because...
I got all the voices for you. I cannot touch my toes.
I think, ironically, all four of you have the tight Braley hamstrings, right? Just can't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dream of mine to be able to touch my toes.
If you can touch your toes, you are doing better than much of the population. It seems we are out of shape as a nation, or just have tight hamstrings in his case. This is according to a new survey. Apparently, most adults log just 3,800 steps per day, which is well below the recommended 10,000. And only 51% of those surveyed said they could touch their toes without straining.
Do you keep track of your steps?
Not so much anymore. I used to.
I have an Apple Watch, so like I could if I wanted to. I just don't all that much. I don't know why. Like there's people that like I know Trish does a lot.
Well, she
and
has
Sarah,
something that
a lot of people do. I personally don't.
Trish has something where if she hits a certain amount, she gets like some bonus on her health insurance or something. So I think that's why she watches it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
All right. Time for Feel Good Friday. We have a couple of stories for you. And by the way, we're always open for your suggestions. You can let us know what's going on in your life that you want to celebrate. Either leave us a voicemail or email. All of our information is at the end of the show. A lemonade stand set up by some kids in Peoria, Illinois, raised more than $3,500 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital this past weekend. About a dozen kids got together to sell lemonade and other treats all weekend. It was such a huge success, but it was not an overnight success. Suzanne Miller started the lemonade stand more than 10 years ago when her kids were small. That first year, they raised $220. Since then, Susan kept the lemonade stand going, getting more parents and children involved. As she explained, each year it got bigger and bigger. This year, Suzanne was able to pass the project off to a friend, Leslie Rotham, and Leslie's 3 children. And there is no stopping this lemonade stand now. As Leslie said, her kids are already looking forward to next year. This proud mother is excited about the help that she's offering St. Jude's, but is also excited about how all the kids involved are getting involved and doing something as selfless as raising money for kids that need help. She says it's very humbling and heartwarming, and we have very much hope for the future.
Yeah, that's awesome, and hopefully it keeps growing.
Yeah. Renee Forestall, this is a funny story. Renee Forestall of Nova Scotia recently turned 60 years old, and she decided to celebrate by relearning how to roller skate, which she used to love to do when she was a teenager. But she hasn't skated since the early 80s when she sold her wheels at a garage sale. So she needed to buy a pair of roller skates. Renee purchased a new set of skates, but didn't like them. She said they were too stiff and nothing like she remembered wearing as a kid. So she took to her local Facebook marketplace to see if anyone happened to be selling vintage skates like the ones she had. And sure enough, she found someone nearby selling a pair for $40. And they happened to be her size. She agreed to purchase them. Have you figured out where this is going? Renee drove over to the man's house to pick them up, and they fit perfectly. She said it was one of those Cinderella slipper moments, which makes sense because when she looked closer at the inside of the boots, her name was stamped in the boot.
What are the chances of that happening?
These were the exact same skates that she sold at the garage sale 40 years ago. The man told her they belonged to his sister, who bought them at a garage sale. Renee had new wheels put on them, and she is rolling around the neighborhood just like old times.
That's insane. What are the chances?
That
That's
is crazy, isn't it? That's this week's Feel Good Friday, and remember to send along any stories that you might have. Time for today's random question, and our question is, what are you most looking forward to right now?
What are you most
looking forward to right now? Well, I'm looking forward to, actually, next week. Trish and I are going to Baltimore. It was a gift from these guys. We always had a dream of going to all the baseball parks. There are, 30 of them?
Yes.
Yeah. So far, we've been to Fenway and Yankee Stadium, and then we haven't been anywhere in probably 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
So for a gift, all the kids purchased us 2 tickets to see the Red Sox at Camden Yards.
Two tickets to paradise.
So we're going to fly to Baltimore.
Pack your bags. We're leaving day after tomorrow.
We're going to fly to Baltimore on a Thursday, see a game on a Friday night, come home on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool.
It will be.
Yep.
And shout out to your amazing kids is all I'm saying. We're pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, what am I looking forward to?
What are you most looking for? And let us know in the chat, okay? I'll chat along with you.
Football season.
Oh, that's right.
I cannot wait for football season. And I was actually talking about this yesterday. I don't know if it's because football season always meant going back to school. So like they kind of like canceled each other out.
Okay.
But this year for some reason I am ready to go.
There's no reason.
I cannot wait. Well, last year was actually my first non-school football season, but I really enjoy it. I can't wait for football.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I am enjoying too?
What's that?
Football.
Oh.
Premier League started last week.
That's right.
I've been enjoying it a lot.
I am curious to see how you do in that fantasy football league.
Football league, yeah.
Because he actually won it one year, and he didn't know any of the players.
That was before I watched any soccer whatsoever. I knew nobody. And
now
I won the
he's
league.
kind of invested in it. So
Week 1, I got the dubs. So 1-0, baby. 1-0. We'll see. But yeah, comment. What are you guys looking forward to?
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to right now?
I'm looking forward to Sarah and Liam living here for a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Be a little chaotic, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, just like the old Braley days. Absolutely chaotic. Never know what's happening.
Last night after dinner, I you know how sometimes I go on demand, I just look for a movie to watch?
Yep.
Yeah. And usually Trish was working. So usually I'll get something like, some action adventure. I watched another...
That he watches on max volume.
Well, that's because I have trouble hearing the dialogue.
I'm sitting upstairs and the house is shaking with explosions. I'm like, what is happening downstairs?
Well, you bought me the Bose speakers. So.
I guess, yeah. Bad decision.
I watched a Liam Neeson movie the other night called Commuter. Typical Liam Neeson. He's either always on a plane that's going to crash or a train that's runaway train.
It was a couple weeks ago that you were watching a Liam Neeson movie on a plane.
Right.
Nonstop,
right.
I think it was.
Yep.
And so I came downstairs. I was like, why is he rewatching the same movie?
He was on a train.
Was the plot the same at just a different location?
Pretty much
in danger.
Yeah,
needs to save the train.
He's a guy who's down on his luck, and he suddenly gets thrust into this situation where he has to save somebody.
So crazy.
Yeah. Pretty much same concept.
Anyways, where were we going? You were on demand watching Liam Neeson.
Oh, and I was realizing that when Liam moves up here,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be watching these action movies after dinner. It's going to be back to
that's
Disney
true.
Channel and Nickelodeon.
That is true. I mean, the kid's gonna have to learn though. You know, we got movie night Fridays. I'm not gonna be watching Teletubbies. Okay, I'm gonna be watching Buzz Lightyear. No, I just say that because that's the next one.
Yeah.
That's next on the list.
That's probably what we're going to watch.
But yeah, I don't know what the protocol is gonna be.
What did we watch?
Maybe that can be when Liam goes to have a sleepover at Auntie Kat's house.
Last week, we watched Doctor Strange,
Yes,
the multiverse.
that would be way too scary for
And
him.
I was sitting there, I was watching the movie saying, we ain't watching this one, Liam's
Nope.
up here.
So, like I said, a cat did say that Liam's going to have some sleepovers at Auntie
okay.
Kat's house. So maybe those will be the
There we
nights.
go.
Whenever we want him to watch a movie that's above PG, it'll be ship him off to Kat's house. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the crazy part is like they were here last week to bring the dogs up.
Right.
And it just felt like so hectic here. And all I could think of was how did we live with 6 people in here? And like that was just the norm. Like it just felt normal. It didn't feel crazy.
Right.
I don't know if we're just out of practice
Maybe.
or something, but like it felt really hectic last week.
Probably.
And I was like, I hope we can get used to this. Or else every morning I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to go upstairs. And just,
We're going to have to be
I
like
need some quiet time.
We're gonna have to be like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. Have a bathroom schedule.
Yeah.
From 7:20 to.
There was one time because we also had a lot of dogs here and stuff because
Yeah.
Cat's dog was over and
had
everything.
4,
There was one morning I was going to shower, but I had to watch the dogs, make sure they didn't get into trouble. So I was just waiting for you guys to come home, and you guys came home from the beach, and Sarah was like, "All right, I'm hopping in the shower," and I was like,
Wait,
"I've been waiting to shower."
I'm next.
Yeah. So it's
We need a schedule.
bathroom schedule.
Yeah. All right, it is time now for Foodie Friday. It has been written that fruit does not belong on a pizza, but it is available. Time once again for another Foodie Friday, as this week we're trying Hawaiian pizza or ham and pineapple pizza.
We're gonna settle this once and for all.
I don't know, though. Can you? I mean, you either like it or you don't like it.
I know
Right?
it's probably my favorite argument because the one group of people is like, never. You do that, you're dead to me. I'm never talking to you again.
Was it Sarah that said fruit does not belong on a pizza?
Yeah. Have you had this before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I have.
Yep.
So this is actually my first time. I've just
Okay.
never had the desire to try pizza.
I think it was one of those things.
pineapple.
I think it was one of those things at work. We had like a pizza party, so they just got like one of
Okay.
everything or
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
So I tried it.
See, I've just every time we've ordered pizza and what pizza do you want? I never choose this.
No.
So I've never had
No.
it. So this is a true first time reaction from me.
And this is truly a slice of ham chopped. I've seen it before with cubes of Spam.
What's funny is people do like every type of pizza differently. Like linguiça
Yeah.
pizza. I know that's a New England thing, right?
It can be sliced or shredded.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Totally different. Or strips. Ricardi's does like strips
Oh,
of
do they?
linguiça.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. This is messy though. How are we? Do you roll up your pizza? Or just,
What I do, I get a slight. Yeah, see, this one's a little tough. Got a floppy pizza here, but
All
normally I fold it slightly, which gives it normally keeps everything up. This one's a little bit too greasy for that, but that's all right.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. I already lost cheese. All right, here we go.
And even though you're watching this in the morning, this is lunch.
Okay. You can definitely get the pineapple taste there.
I didn't get much pineapple in that.
See, I don't know if I got ham. I'm not actually sure.
Now, do you like pineapple in general?
I really don't eat it all that often. I don't know the last time I had pineapple.
Do you
I don't hate it. I'm gonna take one more bite.
All right.
We do have to give a shout out to Palace Pizza, though.
Oh, yeah.
Their pizza's good. We don't have it all that often.
No, we don't.
It's a solid pizza place.
That used to be our go-to place.
Yeah, well, they
And
have
then-
good subs, too. I
Yes.
like their steak and cheese.
Yeah.
But they have a good sauce.
They do.
I forgot about their
Yeah.
sauce. I don't know.
Very
it tastes,
good.
Yeah, it tastes a little different. I like it. Yeah, by the way, I'm reviewing pineapple on pizza just in general. So this doesn't reflect Palace Pizza.
Okay.
I love Palace Pizza.
Yeah. Why don't you go first? Because last week I went first.
I'm going to give it. This is tough.
Why is this so tough?
I feel like we need to discuss. I liked the pizza. I didn't hate the pizza. I mean, look, I almost ate it all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have
Gonna
another
have
slice
another?
after this.
Sure.
But the pineapple does give it a little weird taste.
Yeah.
Like you take a bite of the pizza and you don't actually taste it at first. Like texture and everything, fine. Good pizza. And then like just at the end you get a little bit of pineapple, like the pineapple flavor.
So when you go for another slice,
Yeah.
after we finish, you're gonna take the pineapple off?
Probably not.
No.
No, I don't hate
Wow,
it. So that's
okay.
why I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Wow.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to order. If someone's like, hey, what pizza do you want? Oh, I want a Hawaiian pizza. And those words are probably never going to come out of my mouth. But if someone says, hey, we got pizza, but we only have Hawaiian left, I'll be like, all right, give me a slice.
Yeah.
6.5. That's my score.
All right. I actually enjoyed it. I've had it before, and it did not surprise me or let me down in any way. I'll give it an 8.
An 8?
Yes.
An 8. That's a high score. To me, an 8 is you'll order this again.
Are you trying to talk me out of my 8?
I'm clarifying here.
Okay.
So you would order this again.
Well, like you,
see, I don't trust this guy's score.
I enjoyed it, so I give it an 8 because I enjoy it. Now, would I order it again, say on takeout night? I don't. It wouldn't be my go-to.
An 8's
choice.
a high score. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna let you stick with it.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you walk out of your score now. I'm just saying for an 8, I expect you to order this again sometime.
I have had a habit.
So basically, once a week, I'm giving you a Hawaiian pizza. Whether you like it or not, you gave it an 8, so you're getting a Hawaiian pizza.
I have had a habit, haven't I, of knocking my score down after you question it.
Now, I want to close this out.
What?
Does pineapple belong on pizza? There's probably footage of me somewhere saying no, because I don't know.
I think it's
I just
okay.
like stirring the pot. I never had it before, and I never wanted it, so I was like, nah, it doesn't belong on pizza.
I mean,
Doesn't belong on pizza.
We're gonna get comments on this, but I'm okay with it. So yes, you can put. I mean, heck, look at everything. I don't like olives. Do olives belong on pizza?
I do like olives on pizza.
I say no. Do not put an olive on a pizza. So
I'm gonna say pineapple can be on pizza. Is what I'm gonna say. I don't prefer it. This isn't my style of pizza.
Okay,
but I'm gonna say it can.
All right.
The official statement.
Very good.
Let us know your opinion.
So if you think of something that we should try in a future Foodie Friday, whether it's something trendy or something
something
trendy, or something we've admitted on the show that we've never tried before or haven't had in a long time.
I don't think I've ever had burritos before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we should
probably try those.
Probably try them
tomorrow.
Let us know, and we just might feature it on a future edition of Foodie Friday. Always trying to talk me out of my score. That's what I think. Huh?
I'm just saying an 8's a high score.
All right. That'll do it for today. Let us know, by the way, if you like ham and pineapple on a pizza. Okay? Or whether or not you... Because some people do firmly believe pineapples or fruit does not belong on a pizza.
Divisive argument in the culinary world, I think.
Oh, is it really?
I think of a bigger one.
Okay. All right. You got me there.
I think it is.
All right. That'll do it for today. We have no post show because of the pre-recording, but we'll be back with a live show next Friday, and I'll be paying attention as it's hosted by Matt and Justin.
You'll be paying attention? What does this mean? What is this, an audition?
Well, I was
if
curious.
it doesn't go well, we're gone.
I was curious what these guys say
Justin,
about
we got to make sure we're on top of our game, okay?
Trish and I will be in Baltimore for the Red Sox-Baltimore series. Who even plays for the Red Sox anymore? I don't know.
Is that guy Pedro still playing for us? I don't know. Maybe we can get him out of retirement.
Now, question.
Might be able to help us out.
Should I wear my Carl Yastrzemski jersey to the game?
You should wear Red Sox apparel, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always kind of been a thing in Baltimore that there's a lot of Red Sox fans there.
Yeah.
Do they still exist after this season?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would hope so.
We do leave you with a thought for the day, and our thought today is the distance between your dreams and reality is called action.
Boom.
All right. No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.